Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. Today we are back with another video and we're jumping in to look at some more undervalued TAO subnets. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and as always, you've got your completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Go ahead, grab it now, and let's talk about these undervalued TAO subnets. Okay, so first and foremost, I do want to say that I have been accumulating the subnets I'm about to reference in today's video. So I want you to know that I do have skin in the game and I'm continuing to allocate towards these subnets that I think have asymmetric upside potential and ultimately maybe even have the potential to outperform the native TAO token. If you don't have context already on what subnets are, check out the other videos on my channel. I will leave links at the top of the screen for them. But subnets within the TAO ecosystem act as their own individual businesses, providing valuable information to the network as a whole and essentially competing against one another in order to earn TAO Yield and TAO rewards. All of them have typically some sort of AI function that they are operating upon in order to generate those rewards. But as I said, today I want to focus in on 3 more undervalued subnet gems that I think have phenomenal potential over the coming years. Check out the other videos for additional context on TAO, like I said. But the first subnet I want to hone in on is TAO Hash subnet number 14. If I jump over to TAO stats very quickly, we can see that TAO Hash itself is currently priced at about 0.028 TAO, and that equals about $9.33 at the time of recording today's specific video. If we look at the price action here over the past number of months, we can see that TAO Hash had a phenomenal run up in March into April, and we saw a huge increase in the price versus TAO over that period. If we go ahead and measure that on a percentage basis from these lows to where we're at today, my measurement tool does not want to work here on the chart as I'm making this, so we'll have to forget about the percentage measurement, but essentially, you can see that's a pretty nice increase in price. Obviously, even more recently, we've been consolidating here in a sideways pattern, pulling back from these highs in the beginning of May, but this price action is looking pretty healthy as a consolidation period. But what is TAO Hash? Well, TAO Hash is a subnet for decentralizing proof-of-work mining hash rate, rental, and exchange. What they're essentially doing is decentralizing the hash power that's being used to mine Bitcoin, and they're actually mining Bitcoin with decentralized compute in a way that is also helping to diversify and decentralize Bitcoin's hash rate even further. There's a lot of arguments made in the Bitcoin community that the hash rate from these mining companies is becoming ever more centralized, which is almost like the antithesis of what Bitcoin is about in the first place. And so TAO Hash, as an AI subnet on the TAO ecosystem, is aiming to decentralize proof-of-work mining hash rate for the Bitcoin blockchain, and they are mining lots of Bitcoin in return. So validators receive hash rate in exchange for weights, and miners speculate on the hash rate, hash price, and alpha emissions. We can see it's been working quite well for TAO Hash over the past few months with the price action, and some of the statistics I've seen showing that TAO Hash is successfully mining a lot of Bitcoin on a daily and weekly basis. So definitely one to check out, guys. You can see the current market cap is at 15.2 million. We have, roughly speaking, 1.65 million of their subnet alpha tokens in the circulating supply. And let's just get a very quick pulse on the yield that you can be generating from staking the TAO Hash token as well. So if we jump over to taoyield.com and if we search TAO Hash in the search box area, you can be generating 85% in staking APY from simply owning and staking the TAO Hash subnet alpha token. Phenomenal return potential. I think there's lots of growth potential for TAO Hash over the coming months and years. And the real world use case TAO Hash has for mining actual Bitcoin is very much aligned with revenue generation, which is what we want to see from subnets just like this. The next subnet I want to hone in on is called Score, or Score Vision. Score is subnet number 44. And again, if we zoom out on the chart here, we can see the price action over the past few months has been pretty positive. We're in a pretty strong uptrend here. If we zoom out on the chart, let's zoom out even further. I think there has been a little bit of choppiness overall here, but a really nice run up in price since those end of March, beginning of April lows, huge run up in price. These guys have received a number of OTC investments for their Subnet Alpha token. And this particular consolidation period over the past couple of months looks really, really strong and healthy from a technical analysis perspective. If we can continue to consolidate here, I think we could see Score having a bit of a breakout in the coming months. If we see the price of Bitcoin and TAO respectively moving higher, I do think Score has the potential to possibly even outperform TAO on a percentage basis. If I jump over to the Score website, I've done a video specifically on this as well on the channel, guys. You can check that out yourself. But Score is the next generation of computer vision. They are using artificial intelligence and machine learning essentially to analyze video content and attribute data annotations to different content, just like sports. They're currently partnered with a number of different sports teams. They are analyzing video content from soccer in the Premier League and other major leagues across the world in order to annotate data points across those videos. Miners compete in order to process that video content using Score Vision and essentially attribute analysis and data points and data annotations to those videos in an efficient and extremely fast way. Again, they're going to be expanding into other sports, not just soccer. They have the potential to expand into NFL. Of course, any sport that has video recording is possible to be analyzed and data annotated by Score Vision. So again, the positive sentiment I'm seeing from a fundamental level, the fact that they are able to generate revenue from partnering with these sports leagues, doing data annotation, and the technical analysis are looking very, very strong here. I think the real world use case and the growth potential for this particular subnet is very, very strong. Last but definitely not least, I want to talk about Bitcast once again, because Bitcast are solving the problem that really is very, very important for Bittensor TAO, because a lot of people argue that Bittensor TAO is phenomenal technology, but if people don't know about Bittensor TAO and the economics and the technology underpinning the actual protocol itself, how are we going to see price accumulation and price increases if we can't get the word out about Bittensor TAO? And so Bitcast is a marketing-focused subnet in the Bittensor ecosystem, essentially partnering with brands and creators in order to market and create content in an incentivized way to drive more attention and more eyeballs towards the TAO ecosystem. They will eventually expand beyond the TAO ecosystem. I've been working and mining on the Bitcast subnet myself. You can check out some of the videos on the channel about that specifically as well. A really nice bounce here in the price action for Bitcast over the past few weeks, as we've seen it find a bottom here at this point 0.024 area. We were back up to 0.033 with about $1.08 price per Bitcast subnet alpha token. We're currently sitting at a $768,000 market cap with about 711,000 tokens in circulation. If I jump over to the Bitcast website very, very quickly, you can see they're unleashing the power of decentralized creator marketing. As I mentioned, essentially connecting brands and creators in the TAO ecosystem, brands and subnets that want to create content and marketing material to promote their subnets with creators who have reach and eyeballs and attention across social media. The combination of those two is happening on the Bitcast subnet. And of course, if we don't get more attention and eyeballs into Bittensor TAO, we won't see the growth that we all want to see. So these guys are solving a real world problem with attention and scaling with AI-powered analytics as well on the back end. Lots of stuff happening with how artificial intelligence and GP4 models are being used to analyze the scripts, the engagement, and the content from those video creators. And it's very exciting what Bitcast are doing to bring more attention and more eyeballs into the TAO ecosystem. So Bitcast is one of the underrated gems in my list. Again, Bitcast was able to generate revenue within 1 month of launch. They're partnering with subnets. Subnets are paying Bitcast to get exposure to those creators who create videos just like this one you're watching right now. Check out some of the other content on my channel in order to get a pulse on that. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope that was helpful. Again, today's video is sponsored by Bitcast, a global crypto derivatives exchange, very privacy-focused, non-KYC exchange. If you value your privacy, check out Bitcast. There's a link in the description below this video. There's also going to be a link to check out Bitcast and the subnets mentioned here today. So thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. If you got any value at all, please just take 3 seconds, smash that thumbs up button below the video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. Again, you've got a completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.